Jim Kimball. I'm one of the owners of Tranquilo Bay Eco Lodge. This is Bocas del Toro, Panama, which is on the western Caribbean slope of Panama. So it's on the Caribbean side, closer to Costa Rica. It's one of the most untouched areas of the Caribbean basin. But that's one of the intriguing things to me. Right here, one of the most special things is not any particular species, because there's lots of really weird ones. But the fact that where you are here at Tranquilo Bay, from the time you enter to the time you reach your cabin, you've crossed 3 ecosystems. You know, for 72 regional endemics to be in one area, that makes this an incredibly special place. White-faced capuchins, blue morpho butterflies. It's the red poison dart bug, the strawberry poison dart frog, Paga Pomilio. 3-toed sloths, 2-toed sloths, red-eye tree frogs. We've always said that, you know, you come to an environment like this and you might be stepping out of your comfort zone. But as long as you can go in at night and have a nice, good sleep in a very comfortable place where you don't feel threatened, you're willing to step out and push your boundaries a little more with your guide the next day. So you get an individual cabana when you're here. Each one of the cabanas also has a wraparound porch like this. They're very spacious, and they are air conditioned. They have tile floors and natural wood, all the necessities that you need at home. You should be very comfortable. Try and make people comfortable here. Our meals are all like home-cooked meals. We try and focus on local ingredients, and just about everything we have is sourced from within about 70 miles of where you're sitting. So all of our beef and cheese and vegetable products and tropical fruits. You know, so many things you can get here that you don't get in the States, and we incorporate those into some of their traditional dishes, and then an international type cuisine that's just healthy, fresh, and well prepared. Here on site, we have trails, several kilometers of trails going through the national park and our property here, where you can, there's some wildlife viewing stations where wildlife show up to do various things. We also have a canopy observation tower that gets up into the level of the tops of the trees to see another habitat. Beautiful environment. And then we also have some tours we take to communities. One of them is for an interpretive chocolate farm tour. So these are cacao trees that grow the fruit that is used to produce chocolate. And they give you an interpretation of how they use the plant, how they prepare the seeds. So here on site, we have the 3 ecosystems, as I mentioned. So, you know, there's the coral reef out there, and we have kayaks and stand-up paddleboards and snorkel equipment that's free for you to use at any time. You just tell us that you need some snorkeling, kayaking, or hiking. It's an incredible place for that reason, but then the community here is incredible. We acquired this land from a family that had been on it for over 100 years and employed one of their family members who still lives on 5 hectares, so about 10 to 15 acres that they kept for themselves, for their family. We got another reserve along with one of the indigenous communities here. There was an area that adjoined us in the national park, which was, you know, some people were starting to do some things in there that weren't necessarily good for the area. So we joined up with the local indigenous community in Salt Creek, went to all of our representantes and Defensores de los Pueblos, and got surveyors to come survey the property. And so we set up a nice big area attached to the park so that it would remain in protection and we would remain to have good wildlife. And then we employed as many local people as we could. So some of these guys have been years in training. That's all been part of making a big community that's all pointing in one direction. If my employees know how important it is and they can see the benefits that are made from protecting the environment, they are going to teach their children to protect their environment. And so we've been able to establish terrific relationships with our employees and their families and their communities. Do what we're doing here, everybody's on the same page and we're all working together. Put all your things in your cabin, be in one comfortable spot, and go see all these different animals. That's just really special. I wake up every day here and I'm happy to go to work and happy to help grow the thing that I've built, and it's my place. Come see us.